Hello, and welcome to this HelloID provisioning product release video for December 2021. HelloID provisioning is a 100% born in the cloud, easy to configure and maintain user provisioning solution. It helps organizations to fully automate the user lifecycle management in the network by connecting the HR or SIS as a source system. Every change in this source is detected and processed into the network. No more worries about stale user accounts, accumulation of licenses or access rights, manual user management, or compliancy issues. Please note that in this video, we will only show the new functionality for the December 2021 release. Please go to docs.helloid.com or our YouTube channel for more videos. Let's get started. In this video, we'd like to start with a PowerPoint presentation and then demo the new functionalities for the December 2021 release. We have 3 new items in this release. First, duplicate business rules. With this new feature, we have introduced the possibility to easily copy or duplicate an existing business rule directly from the UI. Second, persons count conditions. For all the grid components that are being used in HelloID, we now have a summary counter available to show you the number of records that are being displayed inside a list. Third, update default company icon for notifications. We can now use a company icon inside the notification editor from the HelloID General Apparent settings to be used when sending an email notification. We'll show you how these features work in detail in the following demo. Let's start with our first item, duplicate business rules. Within this release, we have introduced the ability to copy or clone a business rule by using this new icon. When you clone this, you will see that a copy of the current rule will be created and that the copy of this rule will be in a draft version automatically. One note about this screen is that we also changed the layout of the components on the screen. Before, it was one central page with all the information of the business rule in one place, which we've now split up into different tabs. The Overview tab is still representing the condition and the entitlement, which are part of this business rule. Under the General tab, you can name the business rule and select or add a category. From the Condition tab, you can modify the conditions that are being applied to this business rule. And within the Entitlement screen, you can select the target systems and also manage the inclusion of entitlements within the business rule. We also made a minor change to the interface itself. The Save button has now been removed, and that is because we have introduced an auto-save functionality for this screen. So when you change the name of the business rule, you can see that it will automatically save the changes that have been made. In case you copy a business rule, it will automatically be created as a draft version, so before it goes into production, it should be published first. Let's move on to our second new item, the person count condition. We've now introduced the counter of a grid for how many components are being displayed. As you can see in this person list, there are currently 122 persons in our scope. This counter is not only introduced in the person list, but is also visible in a lot of other components that are being used in the UI. For example, if you go to the entitlement screen, you can see that it's over here and over here. It is also applicable to the business rule screen for a person. So here you can see that there are currently 2 business rules in place. And it's also being introduced in the general settings of a business rule screen where you can now see how many business rules are configured. And once there are people in scope of a business rule, you can see how many people are inside this business rule by the condition definition. A minor remark on this is that if you open up a screen which is being limited by a maximum number of actions, in this case there is a limit of 5,000 actions, we will now show you the total amount, but you will see that it's limited to the 5,000 items being displayed. The reason behind this is based on performance. The last item in this release is the update of a default company icon. From the email configuration, you can now create your own company icon as part of the template. Before, this was only possible when embedding the image from an external source. This configuration can be done in the general settings of HelloID. Moving to the settings appearance, you can see the configuration of the company icon can be accomplished over here. Thank you so much for watching. Please let us know if you have any additional questions. You can post your question in YouTube or send it to isupport@toolsforever.com. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to receive frequent updates about improvements and changes in HelloID. Have a wonderful day.